In today's video, I am going to be breaking down Chris Bosh and his low post skills when he was with the Toronto Raptors. He just got inducted into the Hall of Fame, so let's get down and let's check out Chris Bosh. So Chris Bosh does a lot of great things, but one thing that he does extremely well is being able to play in the low post using different types of fakes to be able to score on his defender. So here what we see is when he gets that ball, he pivots and then he's able to feel out his defender to know what his defender is going to do. He takes a hard dribble towards his defender. He then pivots with his right foot towards the baseline. He's able to then turn, pivot. He's able to take a shot fake, which gets Dwight Howard up into the air. Yes, Dwight Howard used to play for Orlando. And then after that shot fake, he is able to go up for his shot while Dwight Howard was on his way down from trying to block the fake shot. Something else Chris Bosh was extremely really well with was running without the ball. And of course, this is not a post move, but I really wanted to say that for all of the young players who want to play like Chris Bosh, this is something that made him really good. Okay, so here we have Chris Bosh front facing to the rim against Dwight Howard. Here we see a quick clearing move where he lifts the ball from his left side over his head to his right side and then jabs with his left foot. This is able to create space between him and his defender in the low post. Then he's able to do a quick jab and shot fake together. This is a very good move. So by doing a quick jab and then bringing that left leg back into what's called a zero step or a negative step, which allows you to push off towards the net. What we do also see when he does this is a shot fake, which gets Dwight Howard lifted slightly, and that allows Chris Bosh to attack the rim, one dribble, two steps, and finishes with a reverse slam. Why is this a good move? Well, of course, he is very good with his first step. With a first step and a dribble, that is able to get you quickly towards the rim. You do not want to take more than one dribble in this case, and by taking two large steps and going in for the reverse, there is nothing that Dwight Howard can do to block your shot because he cannot touch that rim or the mesh underneath. And because of that, Chris Bosh is able to get a free basket. So here, just off of a quick offensive rebound, he keeps the ball above his head, which is important because we don't want shorter players hacking away at that ball. And then he's able to go straight back up. This is something that a lot of players don't do. Keep that ball high so nobody can hack away at that ball, and then you can get some easy baskets. Now, off of a screen, of course, this is not a post move, but he's able to catch and go up right away. Now, something that I really want you to take from this clip is to be relentless. If you miss, if you get blocked, don't hang your head. Get that rebound. Go back up. So here he gets essentially blocked. It could have been called a foul, but it was not. He was able to go after that ball, still be relentless, go in with a slam, and you're able to finish really well, and that's going to be able to get you a ton more points. Do not hang your head when you get blocked. Just for a little context, Jamario Moon was a very good dunker. He was very flashy, and nobody wanted to have the player, Jamario Moon, slamming on their face. So how they would run this offense quite often was Toronto would have Jamario Moon drive baseline, and they would have Chris Bosh in the high post. Now, if you've got a very athletic guard or forward, and you're a forward or a center, this is some of the quick things that you can do. So if you've got a player who is cutting baseline, and let's say, for example, you have a 5-out offense or maybe a 4-out 1-in. If you're in a 4-out 1-in, pop up to the high post on his side. He will drive towards the rim baseline. Your man will drop off, whether it's a man-to-man defense or a zone. It doesn't necessarily matter. It's going to happen either way. And then what you can have done is a quick pass to you. Do not put that ball down onto the ground. Go straight up, and you're going to get an easy, if not tough, basket. But if you're in a 5-out offense, what you can do is to pass to that player like we see here, have that player cut baseline or drive baseline, and then you'll be open again. Or if this player has the ball and you're on this side of the court, you could cut across, do a high cut across the free throw line, especially if he starts driving. And then if you already have this planned out between you and him, you're all set. But if not, you can call for that ball if he's driving. Especially if it gets double teamed in that baseline, you will be wide open for a layup or even a dunk maybe. So here we see him battling to get post position. Now at this time he has his player on this side. He could easily just spin and then get a possibly open lane, but his defenders already got momentum going in that direction. So you don't necessarily want to do that, especially if that player hops there, because then he could take a charge. So what you want to do here, or at least what Chris Bosh does in this situation, is he does a back pivot and jabs towards the middle of the key. Now this is a very important fact. The help side defender potentially could come down, but also your main defender is going to go and try and stop you in that direction. What you do next, or what Chris Bosh does next, is a quick one dribble, one step, and then he's able to go in for his second step, which is technically his first step after the gather, and you're able to then finish at the rim. Now, what he could have also done was a hop step in front and then went up for a massive two-handed slam, but Chris Bosh wasn't a power player, he was a finesse player. So if you're a finesse player, that's something that you can do, but if you're a power player, you can push off of that left leg, do a quick hop step in front of that defender, and then you can try and get that defender to ride up on your back while you're going up for the slam. Now, even though this is also not a post move, this is something that you really should do as a good player, whether you're a forward, a center, or even a guard. If there's a screen and roll play happening at the point, and you're on the opposite side or the opposite wing as to where that screen and roll is happening, what you can do, if your man pops down by mistake, it should have been this guy, but if your man pops down and tries to defend that screen and roll, obviously if you're a good three-point shooter, you can hang out here and you may get an easy three or at least a secondary pass to this guy. But what you can also do is to cut towards the rim and you'll see a wide open lane, and of course just slam it down with two hands. Other times when you're in that high post, what you can do is to not even set a fake, no jab fake or anything, just one dribble, two steps, and then attack the rim. Now, of course, here he finishes with a two-handed slam, but how did he get that? Let's look a little bit closer. When he was driving, he was able to use his elbow on the side of his defender, and that was able right there. See that jab right there. The referees don't see that, and that can create space for you. And to do something like that can allow you to create some space, make your defender back off of you just a bit the next time you try it, because of course nobody wants to get elbowed, and that's a very good move. As we can see here, one dribble, two steps, use that shoulder or that elbow to create space, and that way you can get to the rim. To be very precise or decisive as well, as soon as you catch it, set a fake and then go towards the rim and attack. Use that shoulder, use that elbow to your advantage, and you can get to the rim quite easily. I hope that these moves and this film breakdown can help you become a better forward in basketball, or even a better low post and high post player. If it has, hit that like button, subscribe, make sure to go check out all of the equipment that we use down in the description below, and I'll see you guys again next time.